know you're probably wondering why. Well, we'll get into all of that, but welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video and welcome to my 2001 Audi TT. This is the 1.8 180 brake horsepower Quattro, and I've now owned this car for 3 weeks. I purchased it for £1,200 and I have already sold it, so it will be going to its new owner today, but I wanted to make a quick video about it just to explain why. So before I give you a walk around of the car, why and how did this happen? So one evening I was on Facebook Marketplace just browsing, and I had this idea that I wanted another car because whilst the S3 was in being repainted, I didn't want to use the RS3 every day. So I thought, let me get like a little runaround to use in the meantime. And this came up and it just seemed like too much of a bargain to let go. So I contacted the seller, asked him if there was anything wrong with it. And to my surprise, there wasn't much that needed doing. So there were a few things with the engine that I'll get into shortly. The fuel cap was broken, but the clip was actually just seized open so it wouldn't clip in. And then on the other side of the car, there is a few dents. But aside from that, it's incredibly clean for its age. And for the price, I don't think I could have got a better car. Now, I had never driven a TT before buying this, and it really surprised me actually, because the interior is a really nice place to be. Again, I'll kind of give you a walk around of that in a moment. And it's not bad to drive. Like, it's a bit, you know, it's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's, you know, not the slowest either. And I don't know, I feel like I've got a bit of a TT itch now, so watch this space. But let me switch over to my iPhone and give you a quick walk around of the car. Okay guys, I've switched over to my iPhone. Hopefully you can hear me okay, because it is a bit windy today. But here it is, the TT. Now, as I mentioned, it is the 180, so it only has the one exhaust out of the back, but it is a Quattro, and I believe that this particular model was the second in line. So there was a front wheel drive version of this car, which was the kind of entry level model, and this came after. There is of course the 225 after this, and the Quattro Sport, the 240 brake version after that. And then of course the 3.2 as well. So if we work our way around this car, there's a few marks on the rear bumper, but nothing too major. Like I said, the fuel cap was broken, but there's a clip inside that can essentially seize open so that when you close this, it doesn't clip in. I Googled it, I found an article on Audi Sport, shout out to those guys, and a bit of WD-40 and it fixed it, job done. No real issues on this side of the car. This is definitely the cleaner of the two. Like I said, those are my wheels. Those are going back on the S3 today. However, it did come with the same wheels, but in silver, but they do need a bit of TLC. They had a few scuffs, etc., showing their age a little. I'll show you the interior in a moment. If we work our way around to the front, again, no real issues at the front of the car. I actually think it's quite a good looking car. It grows on you. At first I was a bit like, I'm not really sure, but having spent a few weeks with it now, it definitely does grow on you a little. I don't know if these headlights are standard, and by that I mean how they're blacked out inside, but some of you may know a bit more than I do about those. This side of the car is where we do have a few issues. So we have a dent on this wheel arch, as you can probably see already, and there is another on the door here, but aside from that it's okay. It's just those two dents kind of spoil it a little, but again, bit of TLC into the body shop, etc. Be absolutely mint. Let me show you under the bonnet quickly before we go into the interior, because one thing that stood out to me immediately with this car was how clean it is under the bonnet for its age. So bearing in mind this car is 20 years old this year, I don't think I've ever seen a cleaner engine bay. My RS3 engine bay isn't this clean, You know, there's no dirt or grime along the seals here. You know, everything is, I mean, obviously that's showing its age a little, but aside from that, that is clean, really clean. So let's go into the interior. Okay, we're inside the car now. Bit of a weird cut because my music came on, but talking of music, we do have an aftermarket head unit in this car, and it doesn't sound too bad considering it's not the Bose sound system, which was an optional extra, or upgrade I should say. Talking of optional extras though, no cup holders in this car. Those were an extra, I know, which is mad, but somewhat typical Audi. You can buy the cup holder unit on eBay, but it's kind of 50 to 100 quid depending on the condition. But just turning the car on quick, you can see we've done just over 99,000 miles. So not bad considering the car's age and price. There are cars that are more money than this was, but also have a lot higher mileage. That weird bleeping noise is, I think, the tracker that's fitted to this car. I had some documentation come with the car about the tracker. Heated seats, both, which is really cool, and the way that you work these is quite cool as well. Heated rear screen. We do have an ESP button. Aircon. This all works perfectly. And then down here you've got the fuel cap button. Don't know what that button is. I think it's just the lights, interior lights. That would make sense actually. And then the rear boot lid. You can unlock that from inside the car. And down here, just standard kind of, oh, can't get my phone down there. Standard light switch stuff. And that's it on the interior. All of the interior lights work, etc. There's no electrical issues in here. I think both of the seats are in really good condition as well for their age. On camera, there seems to be more dirt being picked up than what I can see, which is a bit concerning, but at least from what I can see, they're in okay condition. And yeah, again, for its age, it is not a bad place to be at all. I think the previous owner had put these mats in just to protect the original Audi mats that are underneath them, but yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. So there you have it, guys. That is my Audi TT. Somewhat of an unexpected video, but like I said, I wanted to make a quick video about this before I handed it over to its new owner today. I've really enjoyed owning this car. It really took me by surprise. Both the looks grew on me, but also how it drives. And all I can say for now is just watch this space. But tell me what you think. Do you like TTs? Do you own one? Do you think the Mark 1 is the best looking TT that Audi have made? And do you think these are potentially future classics? Let me know your thoughts down below as usual. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And until my next one, guys, peace.